everyone, my name is Tia and I'm going to talk about the teacher leadership. Starting with the leadership, I consider as a way to improve an individual's personal and social life. It reflects the value of democracy, love, and peace. After decades of the debate, leadership scholars now agree on one key point. The leadership is the process in which an individual influences a group to achieve a common goal. According to the Nordhaus in 2021, the leadership has been conceptualized in three main components. Firstly, leadership is a process that a leader is affects and is affected by the followers. The leadership also involves influence. It is stated by the Rubin and Gilgotti in 2017 that the influences are concerns in leadership as how a leader affects followers and the communication between the leaders and then the followers. Lastly, the leaderships occurs in groups that are in the context of influencing people who have the same purpose. Out of all of the different leaderships, I decided to choose the teacher leadership. As mentioned before, a leader affects the followers and is affected by the follower. So in this teacher's leadership concept, consensus in 2015 stated that the teacher leadership is a crucial factors in the success of students that are required to make decisions. Those decisions have effects on the range of basics up to the best practices of mentoring students and teachers. So it can also be defined as a collaborative effort that empowers teachers to create positive impact on the school community while setting expectation for all teachers. For the case study that I found, the research aim is to understand the teacher leadership and compare the teacher leader model standards and also alignment of the evaluation. Teacher leadership's roles include the department chairs, the grade levels coordinators, and curriculum planners, which influence collaboration and instructions. The study conducted semi-structural interviews with the 22 teachers from the middle school and public elementary school of the suburban community in Southern California. So the 22 participants were not familiar or introduced to the teacher leader model standard prior to this interview. So the methodology include the analysis of their responses to identify key themes and pattern. So here you can see the finding. There were basically 14 participants discussed in the collaboration as the highest theme. This is basically to work colleagues to improve the practice, also having the same goals in the teacher leadership. And the second highest theme is to share the best practices. So by following other themes of, you can see taking actions, role modeling, and formal roles. For the strengths of this study, this is the qualitative reliability. According to the Sheng and his associates in 2018, the main ideas of the qualitative reliability is its trustworthiness, which can be strengthened by using the idea from the reliable sources. It also has a total of 43 citations, and also this article is also the peer review. And also lastly, the enhancing the quality of the collaboration, the researchers' active roles, including the co-facilitating meetings and teachings at the schools to help build strong partnership for the school community. But for the limitation, it is the American study, and also only 22 participants are considered as a small sample size. There's an impact on candidates of the respondents because they feel pressure to provide the positive feedback. And another one is potential bias. As I mentioned before, the researcher has a close relationship with the staff, so which may lead to the biased interpretation of the data analysis of the teacher's leadership. As of the Guzman and his associates in 2018 mentioned that the teacher leadership was primarily based on the research of North American scholars in 1990s. It emphasized that the teachers are rightly and importantly hold a central position in how schools functions and in the essential tasks of teaching and learning. They are the decision-making mechanisms of schools and then the contribution to the professional developments of others and sharing their expertise with their peers and also generating new ideas for the improvement of the schools. So the strategies include first, modeled certain professional attitudes or disposition. So a commitment to their own professional learning development and also the willingness to share their ideas and work resources with the colleagues and courage to reflect on. The second one is the coach colleagues of teaching practices. It is for the use for the new curriculum or the instructionals or grouping practices or implementation of new structures and initiative. The third one is the collaborative with the colleagues in planning. It is for the co-creating and evaluating curriculum units or the instructional practice. So the fourth one is the advocated for change in educational practices, engaging with their administrators and colleagues, especially with the parents, and then the broader school community or the professional community on a state, regional, or also including the national levels. The strategies of the sharing and coaching and collaborative and advocating all are necessary working through the professional relationship. It was stated by the Fairman and McKenzie in 2018. So how a teacher can becomes a leader. So that part is very interesting part as well. So to achieve a shift from the leader to a teacher to a leader, so research has found from that teachers need support and regular opportunities to improve their knowledge and skills. So the most important thing is the confidence to achieve a voice of making the greatest impact on their context. So as of the Scottish group participant noted that it's kind of recognizing that there might be some fluidity in which some people will grow in different areas at the different times. So for the summary, as Lei and Chang in 2015 stated that different levels of teachers and leader engagement in professional inquiries constitute different teachers and leader practices. So all the studies and researches that I have provided have a differential impacts on the teachings and learning practices and effectiveness of the school improvement efforts. So this is for my own reflection. As you can see from the picture, I have reflected that the leadership model it's like a cycle of coaching, connecting, connector, mentoring, observing, and to become a leader. So my own analysis of benefits from the teacher leadership includes the professional effectiveness and consistent training of excellent educator and confidently overcoming resistance to change and influencing others and also responsible for the outcomes. Here's are my references and thank you so much for listening.